Over the last 2 years, I put out more than 200 videos on this channel. I shared some of my favorite quotes with you, and I told you about some of the beliefs and practices that I've discovered since embarking on the path of spiritual exploration. I invited you to journey within yourself and seek to know who and what you truly are. I encouraged you to suspend your most cherished beliefs and opinions in search of deeper truths and hidden wisdom. And I suggested that all the things you desire are already within your reach, and that getting your hot little hands on them is a matter of inner work, not outer achievement. Today, I'd like you to forget everything I talked about in those 200 plus videos. Seriously. Not because I've discovered some fatal flaw in my reasoning, and not because I no longer believe in the message. I want you to forget everything I said because I want a do-over. No, not a sequel. More like a reboot. I want to start over from scratch, and this time, I want to do it right. Or at the very least, with vision, forethought, and a little bit of flair. 'Cause you know how fabulous I am. See, for the last 2 years, I've prioritized quantity over quality, dropping video after video after video without rhyme or reason, sequence or structure. I did it this way because I never really cared about cohesion and consistency. I was making videos purely for selfish reasons, as a form of therapy and a way to stay focused on the principles and practices that help me live well. I shared these videos here on my channel on the off chance that they might be of interest and benefit to others, but that was never really my motivation, just a side effect I hoped to achieve. And for a while this approach worked really well. It kept me on track, and it forced me to think more deeply and more critically about the theories that inform my life. And to my surprise, I even managed to amass a modest viewership in the process. That's you, by the way. I didn't make it easy for you to find my channel or follow me as a YouTuber, but for some reason you managed to do both. Despite the lack of promotion, despite the lack of production value in my videos, you stuck around. You gave me your time. Certainly not because I pandered for it, but because you and I speak the same language. We're on the same wavelength. We approach the world in a similar way, with an open mind and an open heart. That's why you're willing to entertain ideas and notions that most people would consider insane. Cuckoo. Like the idea that you're not your mind, and that it can either be a liberating tool or a suffocating prison. Like the idea that culture and conventional knowledge are human inventions meant to benefit us. And as such, they possess no real power over us, except the power that we give them. Like the idea that the divine is everywhere, and in everything, and beyond everything. And that you have a direct line to that creative force of the cosmos. Like I said, crazy shit. Whether you fully agree with this stuff or not is irrelevant. Our time together has forced us both to expand the way we think. Your questions, comments, and insights have also helped me to refine the theories that inform my life. And for that I thank you. And to show my thanks, I'm hitting the reset button. I'm taking it all back because before I didn't really care about making good content. I was quite happy to just hit the record button in the Dodge I Just Don't Caravan with the busted ass windshield wipers going squeak! You have no squeak! You have no. I was fine with it because I was making videos for purely selfish reasons. But then, in the last few months, something changed. I started to lose that feeling of excitement. My motivation began to dwindle, and suddenly the things that worked before didn't feel right any longer. The daily bread started getting a bit stale, my friends. In other words, I started feeling like the channel wasn't really working for me or for anyone else. So I went back to the drawing board and I started thinking about what I could do differently. So here's what I've come up with. Here's what I'm going to do. Starting now, I'm going to put you, the audience, first. I'm going to try to maintain and preserve all the best elements of the last 200 plus videos, and I'm going to throw the rest in the garbage. From now on, I'm going to plan ahead. I'm going to organize my content in a way that makes sense, in a logical progression. And yes, I'm going to invest a little bit more time on the production side of things. More importantly, I'm going to reset and refocus on the central theme of this channel, which, while never explicitly stated, has informed all of the content that I've put out here so far. Okay, folks, that's enough preamble. I think it's time. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to The Outsider's Perspective. My name is Ollie. I'm a philosopher, a mystic, and a spiritual explorer. And I'll be your tour guide as we journey into the inner world of the mind and the psyche. During our adventures, we'll search for ideas and practices that have the power to transform our lives for the better. We will seek out insights in mythology and the latest scientific discoveries. We will listen to the advice of philosophers and contemplate the words of mystics and sages. And more importantly, we'll put what we find to work for us in our day-to-day lives. In short, we will explore ourselves, the universe, and everything in it, in search of truth, meaning, and wisdom. I hope you'll join us on this grand adventure. Thank you for watching, and until the next episode, don't forget to live well, my friends. Screech!